Hello everyone. There's a trending story that is up, and of course, it's you guys know who is Segun Johnson. Segun Johnson is a very popular, you know, party artist who who does a lot of things. But that is not what we're talking about right now. This lady, we never knew he even had a girlfriend. We thought that maybe he was single. I particularly thought he was single. Maybe not. Maybe he just found somebody, or maybe. Well, we know that this person that criticizes food, I've forgotten is it I've forgotten his name. We know he's married and he secretly. It was not secretly. We didn't know that it was even his wife that was doing video until he brought his wife. But this one is a relationship that lasted for 13 years and just broke up. So and there's the lady, of course. Um, just
Story time, guys. Let me tell you guys how
just watch a little bit of it so we can react to it.
my 13 years relationship ended. Yes, you heard me right, 13 years. So basically, I've been with this person for 13 years. Although there were ups and downs in the relationship, and I relocated to the UK at a point. Then we rekindled in the UK when he came. As at then, he already, became popular and became who he is right now. And, it was like, oh, we should be back together. The story will not be sweet without me being there. I was there when he had nothing and all of that. So, we continued where we stopped. Like, we continued like nothing ever happened and all that. So, yeah. And, I always come to Lagos. So this time I was in Lagos around November. And I went back to the UK in January. I continued my work. I even recently got a new job as at that January. And all of a sudden, this guy was like, come back to Nigeria and, I'm going to sponsor you and fund whatever you need. But I told him that I'm not ready to come back to Nigeria fully. I need to save more money. I don't want to, depend on anybody. And it was like, no, that I should come now. Like, it was literally pestering me to come, right now. Like, come right now. If you don't come now, then that's it. I'm just going to...
We don't want to take much of a time, so let's take okay, then I have to remove this clip.
So apparently, when he came back from the UK, he came with money counting machine. And I was so surprised that in the UK, nobody would ever give you that, because I had planned to buy him this same money counting machine for his business, because he makes money whenever he goes for an event. But I just changed my gift. And so I'm like, who got you this machine? Because obviously it's not a man. But he didn't, reply me. I was like, yes, somebody. I'm like, somebody who? Like, is the person a woman? I was like, yes. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I kept on asking him that, who gave you this money counting machine? But no response from him whatsoever. Then I just kept quiet. But in my head, I was like, my answer would be on his phone. Fortunately for me, I was able to get into his phone. Lo and behold, a girl actually got him that money counting machine. A girl he met up with after his birthday that he went to the UK. Mind you, I was already in Lagos, in his house. And he left me in his house to go to the UK to meet up with another person. He has been with this babe since last year. I did not even know, because there was a time we were together in December, because I was in Nigeria in November. I came to upgrade my skills. I make hair in store and I also sell wigs, right? And, we planned this whole thing together. I even paid some influencers for me. Do you understand? I went back to the UK in January. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Somebody called and I was like, who is this person calling you? By this time, I was like, oh, is sure is a client. The person is a client and she's probably not in Nigeria. That was why she thought she could call by this time. I was like, okay, cool. But it was the same lady that got him this money counting machine from London on his last trip. Whereas I was in his house in Nigeria. I was not going to say anything about it, but one day we were just having a conversation. I just chip it and I was like, seems you have a new catch. I was like, oh, new catch, like she catfish. Then I proceeded that, you left me in Lagos in your house. We went to go and meet up with another woman in London. Now, wow, Esha Malo, protection. For 1 hour, he was thinking of what to say. After an hour, I just replied with laughing emojis. I'm going to attach the chat here. And he said, okay, today, Esha Malo, protection. I didn't say anything. The messages were coming in on my phone. I was saying it. I didn't say anything. And I said, now is the time. Like, now is the time that what. So I saw the message. I didn't reply. He called me. I didn't pick the call. Then it was like, let's see, let's talk. Let's see, let's talk. So eventually I said, yes, I'm ready to. Let's see and talk. And I was like, okay, he has, a couple of things to do. When he's done, he would come around. Then later on, I think the next day, it's like, oh, he can't make it anymore. And he sent a breakup voice note. He literally broke up our 13 years relationship through voice notes after asking me to come back to Nigeria. Like, I really do not even know what his plan was. Like, what did you have in plan for me in the first place? For you to, like, tell me to abandon what I was doing in the UK and relocate. Plan for me in the first place, for you to, like, tell me to abandon what I was doing in the UK to with someone else. You already plan, you already have straight to his house. So he did, like, give me that option to, like, okay, when are you, can I come and take my things? He sent them to me that same day through Uber. It was like, don't worry, I will pay for the Uber. And that was it. Like, think that I disappointed, pay me off.
So this is very simple. There's nothing difficult in this. Firstly, this lady can't say she didn't read this man's red flag from first year. From first year, she cannot say she didn't read the flag. And secondly, again, we can't say she's 100% perfect or even 90 or 80% perfect. But one thing stands that this lady doesn't have a child for this man. Doesn't have anything for this man. So what made her to think that she could stay confidently in a dating for 13 years? And this is what most of our young ladies, this is what most of what our young ladies are facing. And most of our young ladies want it. They want to date for a lot of time in the name of they want to know a man. What do you want to know about the man that you are dating, that you want to date? Let me explain something to you. Dating is not a criteria for marriage. In fact, dating is not the main. Any pastor that tells you should date to marry is just talking to, just like a pastor of the people. Like a pastor of the people. He's not doing according to the word of God. I don't know about the Quran, what the Quran says about marriage, but dating is not the destination to marriage. Now, this is the simplest way to get married. First, you become a friend of somebody. About 1-2 months is enough for you. Now, you being a friend is not enough because you are just casual friends. Now, that friends means you don't have anything together, nothing in common. You are just, okay, hello, how are you? That's all. Now, being in a serious relationship is a criteria from friendship to serious relationship after 2 months, which gives you the room to know this person, not you living with this person, but you to know at least this person's house. You know this person. Now, you don't go to the person's house directly. You go to the person's family, or you try and know one of the person's family, maybe sister, maybe brother, maybe father, maybe from far away. Don't go too close, because anything that makes you come too close, it means you are creating a room for intimacy. Now, you now being in serious relationship can take you about 3 months just for you to do all of that. And you not, now you just knowing them is as a lady is good. Now, for serious after serious relationship of maybe 3 months, now you want to get closer, not intimately, but at least to the person's house. What do you do now? In that serious relationship, you don't go to the person's house. You are the anytime you want to meet, you meet in an open space. Now, any man that says, come and meet me in my house or in a place, And it forces you to, it means he has a wrong motive. And you should know about it and cut away at all means. You see, within a year, you can marry a man. You don't have to wait for 13 years to know him. Now, that 3 months for a serious relationship, you have known to a certain extent. Now, you want to, and you have known his father. You can tell your parents that you know his father, you know his mother from a far distance. You can take it to a family party. In that space of 3 months, you can take it to him. If you want to marry you, he's one that is going to be serious. He knows what he's going to do to make you to know his family. Once you don't know his family in that space of serious relationship, you mustn't move further. You mustn't say that you want to take the man to your parents, because you don't know anything of him. So that serious relationship, anybody that serious want, and he will not want to do it in a secret place. If you want to do it openly, and this is the person I want to marry. Now after that 3 months, you will now, towards the end, you will now, that the conclusion of that serious relationship is you bringing him to your family house. Now, when you bring him to your family house, when your own dad has given before your dad gives approval, don't get too close to you. Because you have to allow daddy to decide based on what he has known about this man. Now, when your dad now decides, he's not the one to say, oh, I bring his family. Within that space, act as you are from a responsible home. Do your best to keep away. Just hello, hi. Return to same way you are as a casual friend. When you now do that, when you start nearly after the introduction, if you're a Christian, you start counseling. That counseling is called courtship. In that courtship, what you should focus on is the counseling, not going to his house, not doing anything. Once you meet at pastor's place, after you meet at pastor's place, goodbye. Find your level. Now, that courtship is based on your church. Like example, like Redeem takes like about 6 months or so for counseling. Now, what to focus about is that then you pray together in the church in front of your pastor, not as if you'll be going to the man's house. There is no counseling in a man's house. What is any man that is focused about taking it to his house or taking it to the hotel is he has his negative plans. So you don't live with a man at all. Once you start living with a man, once you start giving your body to a man, the man is relaxed. Anything he take you do, he go do you, and nothing anybody fit talk. So now, after courtship, then wedding. Inside that courtship, your father as a dad is the one to send people to go and know where he want to put you. All those things, his family, everything is now. You will not be involved again. It's your family that will find out everything. So after that, all those things are done. You complete your courtship, and then you marry. Instead of you waiting for 13 years, 5 years, any relationship that is more than 2 years is not a relationship, but it's called dating for Geo. Dating is for why dating that secondary school date and end up not marrying? Because dating is not a serious way to keep a relationship. It's not even a relationship. It's just feelings. Serious relationship is more than feelings. It's called decision making. It's more than what kept this lady for about 13 years is out of emotions. You can see it in the clips and everything. Out of emotion, she felt that this is the man I will spend my life with. Hey, no be so then they do am. No be so then they do am. You have to be able to be decisive. You have to be able to know what you are doing and stand with it. A man that is not serious can't be forced to be serious. And don't try say this man has misbehaved and you are going back to him. It's not easy for people to change. Anybody that wants to change, you will see that this person wants to change clearly. You are not the one that will be going to him, then you will now be looking as if you change. You will know from before you even say you want to come out. You must have seen the way he is. Everything. And communication is a very, very vital manner, a vital thing in serious relationship. The way you communicate, very vital. And secondly, again, any man that you don't trust, you find out that you don't trust in something, it's better you shift. And you should have with your fact as you shift. Have your fact. Always look at, before you marry any man, always look at the red flags. Not to judge him, but to be able to know what you are up to. Can you stand this? Can you take this? Just as a man is doing too, he's looking at your red flags. And that's the reason why if we can keep it for a long time, once he sees another person, he will dump you and go after the other person. So this is common sense. This is common sense. That is just the truth. Sure, you understand, and there's no need for stress in any way. Well, the lady should move on, and that is just it. Thank you, and bye bye.